Documents show the Liberals did absolutely no economic assessment on the single-use plastics ban. However, you'd have to be an idiot or a Trudeau to think you can phase out a portion of a $40 billion annual industry without harming it. Do you remember this great Canadian heritage moment?
And what do you and your family do to cut back on plastics?
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of water out of when we have water bottles out of a plastic, away from plastic towards paper, like drink box water bottles sort of things. There's a number of choices we can make as consumers.
That was our Prime Minister attacking the Canadian oil and gas industry by proxy and not expecting a difficult question from a journalist about it. Trudeau is announcing a ban on single-use plastics here in Canada and explaining that the government would do the absolutely unscientific thing of reclassifying the sterile, inert petrochemical byproduct as a Schedule I toxin in Canada, along with asbestos, lead, mercury, and other such poisons. Now, thankfully, the ban on single-use plastics and the attack on the approaching $40 billion in annual GDP Canadian plastics industry was recently ruled unconstitutional by the federal court. However, in a continued Liberal theme of completely disregarding legal judgments against them, Environment Minister Stephen Guilbeault has promised to continue on with his unscientific forced inconvenience on the Canadian public.
And will the federal government be appealing it?
So we intend to appeal the ruling. Science, the body of scientific evidence showing the impacts on human health, on the environment of plastic pollution is undebatable.
Trudeau's carbon tax on the farmer who grows the food and the trucker who ships the food is a tax on all who buy the food.
Now he wants to quadruple the tax.
I'm Pierre Poilievre. I'll axe the tax so you pay less and bring home more.
In the name of saving the whales, the turtles, the trees? What are we saving here? Anyway, now I wonder if Guilbeault truly believes my plastic straws here in Alberta were ending up in the rivers of trash flowing in India. But in that clip that I showed you in the beginning of Justin Trudeau, it's clear that the Prime Minister had never considered the use of plastics in his own life, not even once. And he definitely didn't expect a member of the Trudeau colonized mainstream media to ask an actual tough question. You can see it caught him flat-footed, even more than normal. And besides not considering how plastic supports Trudeau's own comfortable lifestyle, he also never considered the impact on the industry of the plastics ban. Just look at this. It's right here on the proactive release website of previously filed access to information requests, now released to the general public if you care to look for them. Someone, and it wasn't me, asked Environment and Climate Change Canada in November 2023 for all records showing discussion of or the studying of the economic effects of the plastics ban from September 1st, 2022. And look at this. There were 0 documents. The Liberals didn't even consider how many Canadians the ban would put out of work or out of business, or the impact of this ban on a nearly $40 billion annual industry. The Liberals only cared about that press conference that they hoped would go well and make an international splash until Trudeau opened his mouth and uttered that idiotic phrase, drink box, water bottle, sort of thing. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.